Hey guys, welcome back to Four Towers Films, and I'm joined by.
Doug 218. Here we are again.
It is Thursday, and that means Survivor Edge of Extinction, another episode to find out what's happened this week with our little castaways.
Oh, the drama, the drama, the drama.
Oh wow, it's been a really good season so far, and yesterday was no exception.
God.
Wow, talk about a tribal council. But before we get there,
it just seems the common group. There's a lot of dissension going on now.
well, you think they've pretty much kind of broken apart in a sense, because you've got the two here and that did not vote with the Joe vote and then they flipped last week and got rid of Eric. Got rid of Eric, and then you've got the rest of the comma 6 strong, and then you've got the Lassie, which is completely all still there, which is amazing. They've really been able to manage to work stuff out here. They may not have been good at challenges when they were a tribe, but man, they're good at manipulating.
Well, it's almost like you're going, you get them, get each other out first.
Well, because basically what they're saying is true. Like they're basically saying, why don't you go after me? I'm not a challenge threat. This one's a bigger threat. This one turned against you. They're targeting you, all that kind of stuff. We're loyal to you. We voted with you, kind of thing.
Get them first.
they've been very good at their actual gameplay.
So it's there's a lot of tension at camp,
yeah. And you really see the division. Because even they'll come back to camp and 5 of them will go off this way and 2 or 3 of them will be here. There's real clear divisions now.
It's like Devin said, there's no preamble, there's no hiding it. As soon as they hit camp, it's like
they don't even bother to say, "Oh, I'm going to go for water. You want to go?" Or "I'm going to go fishing." They just go.
it's like cockroaches when you turn the light on; they scatter.
So they know, there's no pretense anymore.
No.
I mean, really, there's no need to be, because after a couple of the last tribal councils, you kind of have an idea of who's with who now.
Well, exactly.
So there's no point in pretending.
So they're arguing back and forth, the common group, about, well, you didn't include us in this, you didn't include us in that.
Julie and Ron are the bottom two. They're like, you didn't include us in the last vote. You didn't tell us what you were going to do. And Julie especially feels betrayed by that, which makes sense because they've been part kind of the 6. And Ron thought he was right at the top, and now they're at the bottom.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell them what they were going to do with the Eric vote.
And she's really unsettled by this, and
to the point of tears. She's really upset.
Oh, she was emotional to the extreme.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, it's okay. They're kind of patting her on the head. Don't worry.
It was kind of dumb excuses. They didn't really have a good excuse of why they didn't tell them either.
It's just, it was a good idea, blah, blah, blah,
Well, I think they wouldn't tell Ron because they were close.
Yeah.
So they knew Ron wasn't going to vote their way. And probably neither was Julie. So that's why they didn't tell them.
So, the last 2 guys are just going, look at these guys.
Basically, yeah. This is our chance.
So David and Devins are
they've kind of made up somewhat now.
Well,
because Devins now realizes, which they told him, they're going to turn on you. They're just using you as a number. So now he kind of sees that. Now he's flipping back over the Lassie again.
Well, and because
he kind of needs to.
They're like, we have this kind of, David, we have this child where we need to decide who gets custody of it.
But they have made up, and Devins is kind of made up with the rest of Lassie too, because now they're thinking it's a good idea to target. At first, they were thinking get rid of Ron because he'd be the next head of the snake out of the 6 strong.
Yeah.
So that's what they were thinking of doing, is getting rid of Ron, and then the rest of Kama though wants to kind of get back together. Julia thinks let's reunite Kama back together again, and then take out Lassie and we'll go after Kelly.
Yeah.
So there's conversations about that. They talk to Julie, they talk to Ron, all that kind of stuff. And they have talked to Devins about it too, because he has voted with them.
Yeah, and they're like, we need you to,
Although technically they wouldn't necessarily need his numbers, there's 6 of them if they actually stayed together. Well, now 5 of them. But they still would have technically the numbers right now, because there's still more of them than there is Lesu. And that's if Devin did stay with them, then there'd be 6. But, he's kind of been flip-flopping. He's kind of making his way back to Lesu.
So it's come down to, like, they finally get the waters calm,
and like they said, you need to have times where it's just they just talk kind of thing. And so they are doing that. They're kind of getting along. Like, at least it looks that way.
It's all, we're going to play nice, and
right. Right.
So they head into immunity.
Yeah, there was no reward challenge this week, which is interesting. Went right into immunity. Maybe because it's such a long, tribal.
Yeah.
But they went to immunity, which is similar to what they did like a week or so ago. But it's the same one that David did his season. Again, though, on like a balance beam, it gets smaller. And it's just like a bow that they have to hold. And the ball, they have to balance it on there. But this time they get to like rebalance when they move to the smaller portion, and they get a bit of time.
And the plank is on an angle.
A bit of an angle.
So as they're walking in, you hear David go, "This looks familiar."
Well, he did it his season, so.
And so they start, boom, and everyone's looking good, and then you start to see the wobbles.
And of course, people with bigger feet. And typically guys don't tend to do well in this challenge, usually.
Oh.
And like Jeff said, I think the last, I don't know how many, 5, I guess it was, balanced ones, been won by women, which makes sense. Especially when, like, you're on a small, narrow beat, because women's feet tend to be smaller and narrower, so it's obviously easier to balance.
So, they start dropping.
Oh, yeah. Not as fast as the one where it was long, but yeah, they start dropping.
And it's like, do, like dominoes.
Been out there time.
And then, with David,
David's pretty rock solid.
He's got it, like, at eye level.
Oh, yeah.
And, Victoria's
like a machine. She's like rock solid. Lauren is. Aurora for a while.
I thought, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, is she even breathing? Because she's
very much in the zone.
So zen.
Yeah, she was last time too. So then I think it was Lauren. No, Lauren first, I think, lost her ball and fell. And then Victoria did, which was out of nowhere.
And Wentworth struggled.
And Wentworth, I think, left before they did.
Yeah.
It's funny, she hasn't been doing as well with challenges this time around. I can't remember if she did that well in challenges last time. I think she did, but
if she did,
if you remember, put it in a comment. And so it came down to Gavin, David, Julia. I think that was it.
Yeah.
The last 3. Julia drops. So now it's down to Gavin and David.
And you can see David starting to get a little punchy in his eyes.
Well, because
they're sweating. It's so hot. And, it's basic physics is the top, if your top moves, your bottom will follow, right? Usually. And he's trying
to blink because he's getting sweat in his eyes.
But that's causing him to shift a little. And he's trying to recover. Next thing you know,
he loses the ball. So Gavin wins.
So Gavin's idea is, I'm going to take him out.
They want to take David out.
So,
which kind of been the plan for weeks now. So since they merged, they want to take David out. They haven't done it yet, but that's what their plan is, take David out. So everybody starts to scramble. So they're pretty sure it's either going to be Kelly or David.
Yeah.
And Kelly wonders if maybe she should use her immunity idol tonight or not. Because it sounds like maybe they want to take her up. But she's also hearing David. David and Devins get together and talk. They know they're going to play this idol, but they don't know for who.
For who?
But they believe David's probably the more likely choice they'll take out.
And
Meanwhile, Lassu's formulating a plan and basically thinking, let's go after Ron. And they start talking to Julie.
and she's like, sure.
Sure, because she's kind of, because at first she's like, because they took her in, they talked to her, all that kind of stuff, and she felt betrayed by the other group. But then the other group has talked to her and tried to convince her to vote with them, and that's take out David. And or Kelly, but it seems more like David.
Yeah.
Would be the more likely. So, we get to tribal.
Oh.
And it all just hits.
Oh, the dealings and side dealings and back dealings and this and that. And
well, because it comes up, like, with the last vote with Eric, how Ron and Julie didn't know about it, and both Ron and Julie like to say they feel like they're now on the bottom. Yeah. And Lassie or Devin says, okay, well, come over to our side. We'll take you, kind of thing. We're loyal to you.
We voted with you.
We voted with you, basically, and so you vote with us, kind of thing. We'll take out, who we want. So that shifts who they were originally going to take out was Ron. So they all start getting up and they're talking and discussing and all this kind of stuff. And Julia and Julie start getting into it, and same with Devin. So Julia tells Devin to shut up.
Oh. And
more or less, like, it's not helping their case for Ron and Julie to work with them, because she's more or less almost in a way confirming kind of what they thought. Yeah, really.
It's amazing how people will crack under certain pressures.
Yeah.
And she's been feeling the strain since the last vote, and and no matter how much they tried to calm her.
Well, I think the breaking point was Julia though, and Devin's, because they were just kind of going at each other.
And then she threw up her hands.
Just a couple things that Julia said. I think Julia just broke and said, "I give up. I'm with them. I'm switching now." She's with Lassie. I'm voting with them. And Ron's not sure what he wants to do. He seems confused.
And they're all just sat back.
He's just letting them go. And so Devins, David, and all them are going over and they're talking with Ron and Victoria, and then we're trying to convince him to vote with them. You had no idea what they were going to do. Because then Lassie's like, okay, who are we going to... who was it? From Lassie. War Dog was saying, I'll vote Julia right now, or Aurora. I'll vote Aurora right now. You want to do it? I'll do it right now. If you're willing to do it, whoever you want to write, that's who we'll write down. Who do you want out?
Let's do it.
So it sounded like it was going to be Aurora. So they're going back and forth, back and forth. So then it gets to the vote. Devins plays their hymn immediate idol for David. So David's safe. David gets one vote. Another vote goes to Kelly. All the rest of them go to Julia.
And the jury's like,
it was like chaos. It was fun to watch.
This year's cast has been the best so far.
Oh, it's nice to see that since they've kind of changed the casting a bit, because if you guys have been watching like 38 seasons, it would always be like everybody would vote together. Everybody would vote together. It's not like that the last few seasons. It's actually people who are playing the game. Even if they look like they all just stacked against them,
they're still going to take the shot.
They're able to convince the other ones to vote with them because it's better for their game. Yeah. It's amazing. Like you're getting more of these like last minute decisions and blindsides. It's more fun to watch.
Well, and the best line of that episode last night was Probst going, "I'm not going to ask anything. I'm just going to watch." And like the jury's like, we're going
to the jury were having fun. At one point, I was like, "Where's the popcorn?" It was that kind of episode.
It was that intense. There was so much wheeling and dealing
Oh.
and cross dealing, and
you didn't even know, like, we didn't even know right till the last second who they were going to vote out. So it looked like Aurora, but then at the last minute it switched to Julia.
Well,
So
we even looked at each other last night and went,
ooh, snap.
ooh.
But that was actually the better choice, I think, than Aurora, because Aurora was kind of on the bottom of that lines anyway. So
And so
Julie was a better choice.
she walks up, she's got a smile on her face. She's like, "Hit me, Jeff."
Yeah. And she wished everybody good luck and all that. And of course, she decided to stay. She chose her to take the
she took the torch. She's
torch
like,
again, the bush is stand.
she's like, for sure.
Yeah. So
It was
a good episode.
a lot of intrigue, a lot of drama this week,
And it should be interesting to see what happens next week, because there are some who are loyal to each other, but they are jumping tribal lines and loyalty lines.
Yeah, that's
so
the thing. Loyalty lines are getting really blurred to the point of disappearing, and
there's only loyalty between like certain people, but not whole groups right now, really.
so
Again, only one person wins this game, so you make the move that's going to best suit you.
it's getting interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very good this season so far.
I'm going to give this one a 2 thumbs
Double
up.
thumbs up.
Oh, for sure.
Hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when we upload every Thursday after Survivor Edge of Extinction. Until then, have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.